Will Elvis's granddaughter Riley Keough support her grandmother amidst the nightmare lawsuit recently filed against Priscilla? And is there any validity to the shocking allegations against Elvis's ex-wife, including her use of the Presley name and pulling life support on her daughter?
I like to tell you, all those rag magazines, they're making money off of these lies.
In December 2024, Riley was asked if she is still close with her grandmother.
She's wonderful. I mean, we've been close my whole life, and we have never, I mean, to this day, have never really had an argument, and we're fairly close, you know.
Riley said this a year and a half after she settled the lawsuit with her grandmother about Lisa Marie's estate. In January 2023, shortly after her daughter's death, Priscilla Presley filed a lawsuit against Lisa Marie's estate. Priscilla claimed that she was not aware that before her death, Lisa had changed her living trust to have Riley become the sole trustee of her estate, which owns Graceland. Priscilla wanted legal confirmation that Lisa had indeed signed the document and that Riley was legally in charge. But many Elvis fans, as well as the media, were in an uproar about this, and rumors started to fly that Priscilla and her granddaughter didn't get along.
When something comes out, like, yes, there was a little bit of trying to figure out the will, trying to figure out, you know, like you normally do. But Riley and I have always been close.
By May 2023, Riley and Priscilla had come to an amicable legal agreement about Lisa Marie's trust and arranged a settlement. But even though the lawsuit was settled, the media did not let the suspicions die that there was bad blood between Riley and Priscilla. So in January 2024, Riley made a point of bringing Priscilla to the 2024 Emmy Awards. They were all smiles as they were photographed together on the red carpet. However, around the same time, in September 2023, the initial lawsuit was filed against Priscilla by auctioneer Brigitte Creus and her associates. Creus had formed a company with Priscilla called Priscilla Presley Enterprises LLC in 2022 to help Priscilla get out of debt, she claims. The company was granted authority to market Priscilla's name and likeness and claims it helped Priscilla secure the deal for her film, Priscilla, as well as other business deals. However, Creus claimed she was abruptly cut off from all communication and payment from Priscilla in August 2023. As a result, Creus was suing for breach of contract and seeking unspecified damages. In July 2024, Priscilla then filed a countersuit in Los Angeles, claiming elder abuse from all the people involved in Priscilla Presley Enterprises. Priscilla said Creus took advantage of her by taking over her financial accounts and convincing her to sign contracts, where they received 80% of Priscilla's income. Priscilla is suing for more than $1 million in damages and wants the contracts she signed with Creus to be voided. Meanwhile, as the court cases have been going back and forth, in October 2024, Riley then published Lisa Marie's memoir. It seemed like things might get a little bit tense after the publication of the book, From Here to the Great Unknown, since Lisa said some not-so-flattering things about Priscilla in the memoir. You can read about those in a review of the book on the elvisbiography.net website. In fact, there were a few awkward moments during the book event at Graceland in October 2024. Even though Riley invited her grandmother to appear at the event, Priscilla seemed a bit rattled about what had been said about her by Lisa in the book, which her granddaughter had approved.
Well, you and I are this, we don't get along, and that is not true. I like to tell you, all those rag magazines, they're making money off of these lies, and Riley and I have always been very close, I think, haven't we? Yes, we have, always, thank you, always.
In August 2025, Creus then filed another lawsuit for $50 million with some very shocking claims against Priscilla. Although the lawsuit will have to be legally sorted out in court, certain facts and previous statements by others may shed doubt on some of the accusations. For example, the lawsuit states that according to her divorce agreement, Priscilla was supposed to stop using the Presley name per Elvis' wishes, but continued to do so after Elvis died. However, when you look at the facts, this doesn't add up. According to the website PresLaw, there is nothing in the divorce decree that says Priscilla cannot use the Presley name. In fact, the rumor seemed to get started not from a legal document, but from one of Elvis's entourage members, Sonny West. In his 2007 book, Elvis Still Taking Care of Business, Sonny claimed that after Elvis and Priscilla's divorce, Quote, Priscilla was quick to take back her maiden name as there was a condition in the divorce decree, according to Elvis, that she was forbidden to use the name Presley for a career name in the entertainment business. But after Elvis's death, she immediately took the name back and became Priscilla Presley, unquote. As a result, many fans think that Elvis would have been mad that Priscilla was using the Presley name after he died. However, Priscilla was using the Presley name while Elvis was still alive, and he never stopped her. When she opened her fashion boutique in early 1973, she used her maiden name, Beaulieu, to promote it. The store was called This and Beau, after her and her partner's last names. Her partner Olivia's last name was Biss, and Priscilla used a shorter version of her maiden name of Beaulieu to Beau, according to Priscilla's business partner, Olivia Biss. At the time they started the business, Priscilla, quote, did not want to use the Presley name. She said, I don't want to use his name. I want to do this on my own. But facing the financial challenges of running a business, Olivia Biss wrote in her 2023 book that soon after they launched the business, Priscilla, quote, decided to go back to her married name since everyone knew her as Priscilla Presley, and it would surely benefit our business, Olivia said. This is evident in the magazine interviews Priscilla did as early as August 1973, when she did an interview with Ladies' Home Journal, and also in June 1974. In fact, around the same time that Priscilla was promoting her boutique as Priscilla Presley on talk shows like The Merv Griffin Show, Phil Donahue, and The Mike Douglas Show, Elvis had this to say about her during a concert in 1974.
Oh, my ex-wife, Priscilla, she's right here. Honey, stand up. Come out, Johnny. Son. Come out. Come on out. Turn around and let them see you. Let them see you. Boy, she's a beautiful chick, I'll tell you for sure, boy. Boy, I knows it when I pick someone, you know. God damn.
The most shocking accusation in the lawsuit is the claim referring to the day Lisa Marie died. Quote, Priscilla rushed to West Hills Hospital, and despite Lisa's clear directive to prolong her life, Priscilla pulled the plug within hours of Lisa being admitted, and before her granddaughter, Riley, was able to get to the hospital, unquote. Priscilla's lawyer, Marty Singer, immediately fought back with this statement, quote, this is, without a doubt, one of the most shameful, ridiculous, salacious, and meritless lawsuits I have seen in my practice. Accusing a grieving mother of contributing to her daughter's death is not savvy advocacy. It is malicious character assassination and should be broadly condemned. These fabricated claims have absolutely no validity, and we are confident this case will be dismissed. Based on reports of what happened the day Lisa died, the paramedics were called by Lisa's ex-husband, Riley Keough, that morning and arrived at Lisa Marie's house at 10:45 a.m. Lisa was taken to the hospital about a half an hour later. Riley, who was out of town at the time, recounts in Lisa's memoir getting text messages from her father about what was happening. Riley recalled telling her friend on the plane, quote, I don't think she's going to live through it, quote, I don't think she wants to, unquote. Riley got another message from her dad after 5 p.m. that said, quote, she's in cardiac arrest again. Lisa Marie died at 5:08 p.m. In response to the allegations, Priscilla's attorney told the Daily Mail that Riley Keough, quote, stands behind her grandmother 100% and is equally disgusted with this latest, vicious attempt by Cruz to attempt to ruin her grandmother's life, unquote.